Jim retired at 62. His pension covers 80% of his old salary for the rest of his life. His son David is 55. He has $94,000 in his 401k. He will work until he is 70 if his body lets him. Same family, same work ethic, same country. Two completely different retirements. The difference is not laziness. It is not bad luck. It is not even bad financial decisions. The difference is a law passed in 1978, a single paragraph buried in a tax bill, that quietly transferred the risk of retirement from corporations onto workers, and called it freedom. The 401k was never designed to replace pensions. It was designed to kill them. And in 40 years, it has worked exactly as intended. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how, why your retirement math doesn't work, and what the 3 real exits look like. In 1980, 60% of private sector American workers had a defined benefit pension, a guaranteed monthly check for life. The company carried the investment risk. The company carried the longevity risk. If the market crashed 2 years before you retired, that was the company's problem. Today, that number is 13%. Here is what happened in between. In 1978, Congress added Section 401k to the Internal Revenue Code. It was meant as a small supplemental savings vehicle for executives, a tax-deferred bonus account. 2 years later, a benefits consultant named Ted Benna realized the language was broad enough to replace pensions entirely. Corporations noticed immediately. A pension cost a company roughly 8% of payroll. A 401k match costs 3%. The math was obvious. Within 15 years, pensions were gone for most workers. The risk did not disappear. It was simply moved from the corporation, which had actuaries, investment teams, and centuries of accumulated capital, onto the individual worker who had none of those things. The system was not broken. It was Let me show you the real numbers with 2 people. Meet Jim. He worked 34 years at a manufacturing company in Ohio. He retired in 2008, at age 62. His pension pays him $4,800 a month for life. With Social Security, his household income in retirement is roughly $82,000 a year, about 80% of what he earned in his final working years. He owns his home. He travels. He has never once worried about running out of money. Now meet David. David is Jim's son. He is 55 years old. He has worked his entire career, 32 years so far, at 3 different companies. None of them offered a pension. All of them offered a 401k match. He contributed consistently. He never panicked. During a downturn, he did everything the financial advice industry told him to do. David's 401k balance today, $94,000. The median 401k balance for Americans aged 55 to 64 is $87,000. The retirement industry says David needs $1.6 million to retire comfortably. David is $1.5 million short. He has 10 years left to earn it. It cannot be done. Not at his salary, not at any salary an average worker earns. He will work until 70, if his health holds until 72. Jim worked the same kind of jobs. Jim retired at 62. The only thing that changed between them is which side of 1978 they were. Here is the part that makes this difficult to see. The 401k feels like freedom. You control it. You pick the funds. You watch the balance go up. The pension felt like dependence. You were tied to one company, one pension fund, one set of rules. The marketing was brilliant. Personal responsibility, self-direction, choice. These are powerful American words. They make people defend a system that is quietly making them poorer. But here is what nobody tells you about choice. A 1% annual fee on a 401k, compounded over a 40-year career, consumes approximately 28% of your final balance. That is not a typo. 28% of your lifetime retirement savings disappears into management fees you barely notice and almost never see itemized. The mutual fund industry collects roughly $35 billion a year in 401k fees alone. That money used to stay with workers in their pensions. It now flows to asset managers. Meanwhile, Social Security, the last remaining piece of guaranteed retirement income, is projected to exhaust its trust fund in 2033. After that, benefits drop by 23% unless Congress acts. David will be 62 that year. The full benefit he planned around may not exist when he gets there. The 401k didn't fail David. It performed exactly as designed. The design was just never. If this is the first time anyone has explained the retirement system this clearly to you, subscribe, because this channel exists to show you exactly how these structures work and what they mean for your financial life. 3 things you can do this week. First, find out what your 401k actually charges you. Log into your account. Find the expense ratio of every fund you hold. Anything above 0.20% is too high. Vanguard, Fidelity, and Schwab all offer index funds at 0.03% to 0.08%. Switching saves you tens of thousands of dollars over a career. This is the single highest return decision most workers will ever make. Second, maximize your employer match every single dollar. The match is the last piece of the pension system still standing. It is a guaranteed 100% return on contribution. Anyone leaving that money on the table is paying for someone else's retirement. Third, understand that this is structural, not personal. David did not fail. The math was set against him before he was born. Knowing that does not fix his retirement. But it changes the question. The question is no longer, what did I do wrong? It is, what was I never told? Jim got a pension because his generation demanded one. David got a 401k because his generation accepted a substitute. The exits exist. They are smaller than the ones Jim walked through. But they are real, and they are yours if